The idea is there will be a real agreement, and as I've said, this is the first time there was a commitment from China that the agreement will include specific dates, specific targets, specific action items. This is not going to be just kicking the can down the road.
We should see results even in the 90-day period, which is being discussed, and the president is suspending the 25% barrier. We should see that pretty fast.
White House officials expressing optimism over a temporary trade truce between the United States and China. Presidents Trump and Xi agreeing to hold off on new tariffs for at least 90 days during this weekend's meeting. President Trump tweeted this morning, my meeting in Argentina with President Xi of China was an extraordinary one. Relations with China have taken a big leap forward. Very good things will happen. Joining me now from the Heritage Foundation, Jim Roberts, and from AEI, Derek Scissors. Let me start with you, Derek. Your thoughts on this? And again, we know there's a lot of moving parts. We know this is sort of a beginning framework, but the news coming out of Argentina seems to have been greeted pretty well on Wall Street, and it seems to have added some optimism. Ultimately, a deal can happen.
Yeah, I have to say I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm skeptical not because, the developments in Argentina were bad, but when you're talking about what the U.S. has wanted from China, we wanted similar things for 15 years. We didn't get them under Obama. We didn't get them under Bush before that. We wanted them for the last 15 months since we opened the Section 301. We haven't got them. So it's really hard to imagine how we're going to get them in the next 90 days. I'm all for a pause on tariffs. I'm not in favor of tariffs. But I think the U.S. is asking China for things that the Chinese are not going to give us in 90 days or even longer.
Jim, I know obviously these things didn't happen with respect to prior presidents, but I don't remember any president taking the battle to China the way President Trump has in the first place.
Well, I think that's true, but I agree with Derek. I think we have to see some results. We have to see what Ambassador Lighthizer lays out in terms of metrics. What is going to constitute enough progress? Derek's right. I myself worked at USTR years back, and China has been on the priority watch list of the so-called Special 301 report that USTR does every year about failure to enforce intellectual property rights. And China has been on that list for a long time for patent infringement, for online piracy, coercive tech transfer, counterfeit goods, trademark violations, things like that, theft of industrial secrets. So I'd like to know what Ambassador Lighthizer is going to lay out in terms of metrics for measurable results in the next 90 days so that we can see that progress is being made.
Yeah, I mean, and let's not kid ourselves. Obviously, Lighthizer's been working on this for more than 90 days. So those metrics that you're looking for, Jim, may happen. Peace and FP I thought was pretty interesting because Lighthizer, I believe, is the perfect person in this administration to lead this battle, in part because of experience that he had with Ronald Reagan and others. It says the Lightizerism, if you will, is partly where he calls state capitalism of China, where the U.S. must emulate part of the style of its adversary and become a bit more state capitalist itself. Jim, is that a contradiction there, or is that what this tariff approach was all about?
Well, of course, I wouldn't agree with that. I don't think we in the Heritage Foundation, we publish the Index of Economic Freedom. We're all about free trade and free investment, so we're not about state capitalism. But I think Ambassador Lighthizer is exactly the right guy. It's appropriate and logical since USTR has the responsibility under Section 301 of the Trade Act to take the lead on these issues. He has shown he will be a forceful proponent for the Trump administration. And I think the fact that he's been named also indicates that the administration is really getting down into the details of a deal. And I think that's a good sign.
Derek, I know that the free trade crowd, the globalist crowd, I think they're going to be loath to give President Trump any credit no matter what the ultimate outcome of this is. Would you agree, though, that there's room? I mean, listen, the bottom line is I think we all agree. China's not going to stop stealing intellectual property, but I do believe we can get them to stop stealing it in broad daylight. Okay, so make it a little bit tougher for them. So that being the case, I mean, do you see any possibility of, quote unquote, some positives ultimately coming out of this effort?
Yeah, I do think there's a possibility, and I think Jim hit the nail on the head right now, and so did you in your question. Ambassador Lighthizer is the right person to lead this, both because he's supposed to lead it as the trade rep and because of his experience. No offense to Secretary Mnuchin or Mr. Kudlow. They are not trade negotiators. They shouldn't be in charge. So we've got the right person in charge. if he feels, he's not going to feel that it's a great success and everything went perfectly, because that's not realistic.
Right.
But if he feels we've made strides after 90 days, then the administration should get credit. I'm absolutely willing to listen to what he has to say after 90 days, and I think most people who are either fans or critics of the president should be as well.
Gentlemen, thank you both very much. Appreciate your expertise on this day. It was an important one. Jim and Derek, see you soon.